me, baby. Don't you want me? Oh. Okay, I think we're live. Hi, bro. Can you hear me? You can hear me. Oh, my hair. It's like fucking. Sorry. You curse too much. Cursing so much. I gotta tell my hair story. I don't know. It looks like crap. Sorry. I had to just throw a shirt on because I was cleaning and I was like getting things ready for stuff. And I got a notification there's a chase. I started scrambling, throwing shit here, throwing things there, turning on the camera, turning on the computer. Because this is one of those things you didn't even get a head notice. It's just, we're live. Chase. I'm like, oh, shit. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? No, I actually, Shredder, did you send me? I need you, if you're following the chases, I might need you to have more direct contact with me. I need backup contacts for the chases. I just happen to be checking my phone. And I saw the notification. I couldn't, I had to do like a double take. I was actually talking on the phone. I was like, I gotta go. What's going on? I gotta go. Click. Got more important things. Don't you want me? Today was a half a day for the kids in school. And then tomorrow there's no school. Oh, that was nasty. He's bobbing and weaving now. What is this? Pursuit at San Diego enters Orange County. Okay. Let me put it out on Twitch. I mean, Twitter. Let people know we got a chase. We got a live one. Oh, no. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome. What's going on today? Any crazy shit going on? Anything crazy things in the news? Anybody been watching all the Kanye West stuff? Kanye West canceled. They can't. I don't think they can really cancel him, but canceled. Prayer partner E. Hey, what's up? Good afternoon. Welcome. California. He's going fast too. I think this is the first live feed. There's no commentary yet. I'm thinking they didn't have the person that does commentary in the chopper. I think that this chopper just happened to be flying in the area where the chase was already happening, and that's how they got it so fast. I am going to look for some backup feed. What's up, everybody? If you guys could hit like, appreciate it. I was also looking into what story to cover next while we wait for Simon updates. Quentin Simon. I heard about that Princeton story, the girl that went missing. There's some girl in California that went missing too from Venice. Or no, I forgot. Not Venice. I forgot which pier. St. Monica Pier? Something like that. Billy Jones, money for a hat. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the hair. The other day, I have a friend that she messed up her hair. Horribly. And then so I have another friend that does hair. She has her own business. She's a hairstylist, like professional. And so I did a 3-way call, put him in contact. And one of the things that the friend recommended to the other girl was put in blue Dawn in your hair to get out all the chemicals and shit that you got in there. It's going to completely whatever. So we get off the phone, and then my friend calls me. She's like, put the blue Dawn in your hair. I'm like, why? She's like, oh, because I want to do a test, an experiment, just to see what it does to your hair before I put it in mine. And so, I was being a gentleman. And I figured I have short hair. It's not a big deal. That blue Dawn strips all the crap out of your hair. Oils, natural, whatever. So I got to put some more conditioner in it. It really, that stuff is strong. What one of my friends told me is that they use that Blue Dawn stuff on like animals that have oil on it and stuff to get the oil off of it, like whatever things wash up ashore and there's oil on them. They wash them off with Blue Dawn. That Blue Dawn is no joke. Play around with that shit. April B12, welcome. Thank you for the membership. Yeah, I need to put something in my. That was a setup, man. Never again. Blue Dawn, the dish detergent, the dishwashing soap. All right, let me see in the meantime, too. Do we have any other live feeds? NBC. Okay, we got another one. So far, no commentary, though. And we'll just give it a little bit. We just got raw footage. What kind of vehicle is that? Sunroof top. San Diego. And I wonder what's the reason. Like, what led to the pursuit? Okay, we got something. We got something. Somebody breathing.
I just need one more arm. That's what I need, so I can, for some reason, all my scanners are turned down.
It says, okay. Oh, there was 2 pursuits today. This is the second one, I guess.
Assignment desk, are we streaming?
KTLA. All right, let's take it out. Let's check it out. KTLA.
Okay.
Getting a little bit of a headache. I didn't have any caffeine today. I think that's why I got the headache. My dose. All right, I'm waiting on KTLA. Oh, the cops pushing up on him.
Copy that.
Okay, okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for streaming with us on our NBC4 streaming platform, including all of our NBC platforms. Fire TV, Apple TV.
Oh, got the window down. Okay.
What you're watching
was he doing gang signs?
Is a
was he bopping his head?
Pursuit that has been going on now for probably the better part of the last
There's some
hour.
like
It began in San Diego.
Something.
From what we understand, it is
maybe it's mental illness.
Want is a failure to yield.
Ooh.
This individual was observed by officers in the San Diego area, running red lights and committing a number of other traffic infractions. When they tried to pull him over, he would not pull over. And that is when this pursuit began, northbound on the 5.
Gang.
Close to that that car right there. And that is pretty much
that's my hair look horrible.
This
my hair
has gone. He's been basically weaving
the Dawn, yo.
In and out of
Don't
traffic.
ever put that shit in your hair. I don't think the guy cut it good,
calls,
too,
though. But nothing too significant. It's a pursuit that has taken us primarily on the 5 freeway from San Diego down through Orange County, through the Anaheim area, and then now here into the Los Angeles area.
This guy's going fast, bobbing and weaving.
And the car in question is that gray-colored Nissan Altima.
Altima. Oh, shit.
It's unclear whether or not there's only one individual in there or several individuals in there. Some of the earlier radio traffic
on Facebook?
May have
Facebook.
To the fact that
and
there
Twitch?
may
Let me check on
be
Facebook and
one
Twitch.
person in there at this time, but it's a pursuit that has traveled from speeds of 40, 50 miles per hour all the way up to 100 miles per hour.
Probably have to fix the titles, too. The titles are always wrong.
You can see on our speedometer, he's traveling about 75, 80 miles per hour. Nothing too crazy, but basically just weaving in and out of traffic.
He's pulling something out of his pocket.
Close calls.
What are you doing?
Now I'm going to open up the shot a little bit, and see how many patrol vehicles are behind him.
He's
right
taking
now.
a hit?
Counting 1,
What's he doing?
2, 3, 4, and as many as 4 CHP vehicles. And this has changed hands from San
Hey, Facebook.
Diego
How you guys doing?
into Orange
Jennifer,
County
what's up?
and now into Los
Sheila,
Angeles
Brittany,
County.
Joe, Tammy, Danny, Kate, Brittany. Hey. Oh, the title's actually correct.
It's unclear
Shock.
whether or not this individual is from the San Diego area or if he's even familiar with Los Angeles County. One might surmise by the fact that he is staying on the freeway that he might be unfamiliar with many of the streets in Los Angeles County.
A tourist.
Which is why he might be staying on the freeway right
Hopefully
now.
he's not from Florida.
We're getting a little bit, looks like he's got the window open right now. We're getting a little bit of a visual of at least one individual in there, and he seems very animated at this time.
Glory. Olive
Hard to tell
oil.
what he's doing.
Ooh, okay. Thank you, Glory.
The tinted windows obviously
I'll take a
don't make it
screenshot.
any easier. Of course, it seems like every time we have a pursuit, we always have a vehicle with dark windows or tinted.
It's like, what is he
windows.
breaking down weed or something, or what is he
For
doing?
both us or law enforcement to be able to
Hey,
visualize
is he sparking
inside
up?
and see
No.
how many people are actually inside. And it's an officer safety.
Yo, look at
issue.
this guy. Look at him. Yo,
This is why there's
yo,
so
his
much
he's
enforcement
bopping his head, listening
or
to
has
music.
been
Look at him.
enforcement,
He's not even looking
windows
forward.
over the years is because
What?
from
No
a
hands.
safety point of view,
Wait, is that
you
one of those
cannot
things that?
see
What the
inside
fuck?
the vehicle to be able to observe who else is in the vehicle, but also for the drivers.
What is that? Did
Drivers
everybody-
are not able to look over their shoulder and see oncoming traffic or other traffic
Bro.
maybe oncoming. And so he's doing something with his hands. Very dangerous situation because it looks like he had both hands out the window at the same time, going straight.
Bro,
It's kinda
that's
hard
not
to
a
control the
self-driving vehicle,
if,
right? That
he
shit don't
has to
self-drive.
Make an evasive move. I think we can probably.
This is
all
live.
surmise
I should
how
put it in the
that's gonna
title.
end
Let me put live in the title. This is live, guys.
up. So right now he's in the car near the carpool lane.
Live.
I'll open up the shot here so we can get maybe a better look. He's been weaving in and out between the carpool lane and the number 1 lane.
I can't believe the way that guy's stunting.
Still westbound on the 105, approaching Vermont.
To me, it almost looked like he was sparking something up. And he literally almost put his whole head out the window. And he's literally just like... That's some ballsy shit to stick your head out and look in the opposite direction of where you're driving and just keep it steady and keep going forward. Yeah, this is going to be crazy.
So he's going to be pretty quickly approaching the airport area. And
Oh, no. That means they
those
can't
who've
get...
watched
They can't... The choppers can't go there.
pursuits in the past
Yeah.
know really what happens in the
No.
in the LAX area. We have restrictions. It makes it extremely difficult for us to track these pursuits because of the airplanes that are departing and approaching LAX. So we will do our best. The 105 is kind of our
Let me check
border
Twitch
right here
now.
that we can,
Make sure we're live. Twitch.
kind of stay south of. And
Twitch, I
monitor
love
the
you guys.
progress of this pursuit.
By the way, I got
But
something
so
to say
far,
about Twitch.
He remains going westbound on the 105 in the carpool lane. He's coming
Look,
into the
two people
Hawthorne
here.
area right now.
We ain't got no
at
love on
98
Twitch.
Miles per hour.
I didn't realize that all this time I wasn't a partner. Like all I had to do was hit one button, apply. I realized that last night because I'm like, damn, it's like I'm not really getting anything on Twitch. And there's an area because I guess I'm an affiliate. There's a part that says partner.
So this individual might
All this
be
time, all I had to hit was
from
apply
San
because I met the
Diego area.
criteria. So now
he
I have to wait for them to
hasn't,
approve it.
Traveled into, if he has not traveled into this Los Angeles area, he may not.
You guys
know
want stew?
that,
The stew
very quickly
live?
He's going to be running out of freeway as he approaches the airport area.
You guys want Fox?
Get that Fox.
Stu does a really
say
good job.
again, Assignment Desk, who's trying to get in touch with us?
So does Eliana. Eliana. Is it Eliana or Eliana? No, it's Eliana. Not confusing.
Yeah. Okay, I copy.
Okay, let's check out Fox. People like Fox, right? Let's see how if they got better quality. Reckless driver. Ooh.
NOC News Chopper.
You know, honestly, the best one that I see is when we're watching the quality.
Okay, copy. Studio is taking me live.
Oh, he's going live. They're going live on there. What do you guys think? I think the ABC one just looks kind of clear. I could just put the audio for Stu and we can watch the ABC one. Because this one we can actually see the window. We have a clear view of what's going on with the window. That's what I like about it. I think we should keep this for now. Damn. Look at this crap. He's cruising. He's not worried. Just chilling, kick back.
Okay, I've got my volume up.
Probably
all the way.
smoked a little bit.
I'm not copying them. Stand by.
Took some hits and stuff. Chill. Think he's on Xanax or something. Yeah, for some reason the Fox one just doesn't look as good right now. I think we're kind of better right now. Stick with this. I don't mind putting the audio though.
Booth, this is News Chopper 4. How do you copy?
Let's listen to Stu though.
I don't know why I'm not.
What do I have here?
I don't know why I'm not getting it.
Because
Crap.
CBS has kind of bad footage too. Not that great. I don't want to, but I'm going to keep them up though in case we got to switch and we have backup feeds. Fox 11. Let's listen to Fox 11. What's going on with Stu?
Right about 35.
Let's
We've
go,
seen it a little
Stu.
bit faster, but of course, like I say 1,000
Is he
times,
stopping?
law enforcement always has.
He's playing with them.
safety
He's
in
toying with
mind.
them.
Safety first, even safety of that suspect.
Oh, he's
Steve, you
toying
can
with
see it
them.
Really, really slowing down right there. Looks like we're getting into the LAX area. There was some. Looks like a stalled vehicle, and the car just kind. Whoop, dup, dup. Looks like he's going to make his way, trying to make his way off the freeway here. I believe, I can read it right there. I'm sorry. This is Sepulveda. Now, if he does keep going, and he gets underneath that LAX, underneath the runway, there's a lot that can go on. But this reckless driving, this is almost showboating. It's like almost daring the officers.
What about a pit stop?
Nobody
Pit
wants
maneuver.
to see, because you know what? When
They got to pit him?
before great, what is it? A fall comes after great pride or something like
Oh
that.
no, this is bad.
You know what? This is nothing to be prideful about. Driving recklessly, possibly hurting somebody, that is not the right thing, and we never want to see anybody hurt.
We need to see what's going on.
This is what we were talking about. He is close enough, but this driver, so erratic, almost basically daring that officer to do that pit maneuver.
Yeah.
Damn, what's going on?
Absolutely, and this is such a congested area. It just,
Oh, there
as
he is,
time
there he
would
is.
have it, I literally was just there on Westchester. Literally minutes ago, I had to drop up my
Look at
husband
this
at
guy.
the airport.
Look at
It
this
is
guy.
so congested. And in fact, I just got a text from my husband, not to make this too personal, but he just went by this pursuit as well. So hitting quite close to home today. And so now that we're under this underpass, we're going to wait to see if we can maneuver to see, let Skyfox get a look
So he's under us?
under this overpass.
Oh Lord,
on
look at this guy.
Westchester. It was almost as if
Man.
he or she knew that he was going to be taken into custody. Do we have a look at him? Yep, there we go. There's a Nissan Altima. Okay, so now crossing over traffic. The one thing I wanted to point out, Stu, quickly, if I may, as now making a U-turn, sort of. What weird behavior.
Oh, look at him! Look at him!
It seemed like he
Look at
was
him.
alone.
He is definitely alone in that vehicle. I'm kind of work with Dylan and
Trolling.
Skyfox. He's driving recklessly like this, basically, like you said, cat and mouse, just taunting these officers, doing what he can to make it more difficult, and maybe just a little bit of showboating here. But in the end, hopefully it ends in a way where he's just going into custody. Looks like he's taking off some clothes right there. Yeah, it looks like he took off his sweatshirt, and now he's like looking out the window again. Definitely taunting these officers. I'm going to keep an eye on it, making that turn right now onto Sepulveda Boulevard, which is going to take us into a lot of traffic, especially if he's going to be making his way over to LAX. This is going to be one of those ones where our pilot, Dylan, is going to have to climb up. We're going to have to listen on the scanner. We might lose him underneath that tunnel, which I'm pretty sure we will. Hopefully it doesn't come to an end there. I mean, no, I want it to come to an end safely anywhere.
You slipped up.
But we don't want to not be able to see it. That is for sure. Right now, though, this driver now kind of just doing that round robin, weaving back and forth, bobbing back and forth, going into that tunnel. We're going to have to wait and see if he comes out the other side. I'm going to have to listen on the scanner as well, and we're going to have to figure out how we're going to get over to the other side safely with LAX Tower.
Oh, they can't cross?
So for the viewers at home, when Stu's mentioning that, there's a TFR, and it's escaping me as to the acronym, what that stands for, Stu. But in the meantime, it basically means that Skyfox cannot fly over because it is that protective airspace.
No. Do we have any other choppers on the other side?
Skyfox is going to have to maneuver around, and I believe that was just the Nissan Altima that went out of frame, if I'm not mistaken. Then again, we haven't. Okay, it's not, because we haven't seen the CHP officers
That's it right there.
following.
Yep.
So this is where it gets tricky, and hopefully we can maintain this shot and continue to follow along.
We've been doing this.
Oh, they went to commercial. Oh, so he's going back on the freeway. Shit. Let me check if we got any other feeds. Let me see what the other feeds are looking like. They all lost him. ABC7 has an eye on him. Not lost him, but they can't move past this bridge. All right, so I got ABC7. Who else we got? We got CBS. We got Skyfox. I'm standby. Oh, is that him? What is he doing? Oh, they got the gun out on him. Oh, shit. Is he threatening to jump? Look at all the workers on the side watching. Oh, Lord, please don't make me have to, like, delete this stream. So this is a situation. Oh, my God, yo, like, I just can't with this shit. I know somebody's on the edge, but... Oh, my God. Yo, they purposely zoomed out, too. Let me see if we get any other... Okay, they got some other...
No,
he
he's
knows.
not going to jump.
Nope. No way.
Yep.
Guns drawn. Guns drawn. This is coming to an end right here at this overpass, Westchester Boulevard and the Sepulveda Boulevard overpass here. Looks like a young driver as we're zooming in. I would say a teenager. Again, pure speculation at this point. But
looks like Mel.
Dude, you can't. Where are you going to go?
Oh, no.
Where are you
no
gonna
way.
Go?
No way.
Is it a big jump, though?
It's you know. And again, you can see him, you know, basically, again, taunting these officers in a way.
Is that a big jump, or is it nothing there?
Earlier on, maybe he was doing something live with this. But these officers, you can see the the less than lethal right there, that orange gun that one CHP officer is pulling out. Skyfox, we're moving around just a little bit. I hope we don't lose him behind the construction right there, Dylan. And right now we can still keep an eye on it, but we've got to move around, and LAX is kind of asking us, what are we going to do here? I think we're going to try and stay here just for this moment until we can cross over. But again, pursuit came to an end with a pit maneuver.
We don't got a choice.
Out now on the railing.
We'll all get
canceled.
canceled.
And look at the workers.
Oh, shit. And the workers just chilling.
Everybody's watching. They probably heard it coming for a while.
This is so crazy, man. Can you believe this shit?
Right now, he's just kind of precariously hanging right there. Not even hanging. I would think it is one of those things where he's safer than we believe he is. But again, you just don't want to see this guy fall, even though he's taunting them. But in the end, this guy is going to have to come back over and just basically take his lumps, get those silver bracelets, and go into custody.
Yeah, and what a backdrop that is, Stu. I just noticed that is the LAX, the iconic LAX, serving as the background, the backdrop for the suspect. And the suspect now pointing to something. The officers, of course, have their guns drawn. They're trying to talk him literally off the ledge at this point.
Yep. That, Marla, very, very well put. We're trying to make that decision on how we're going to proceed here in the aircraft. If we go across, we might not be able to stop on that other side, and so we might be closer for a few moments, but then we're going to be farther away. So right now, we're just going to kind of hold this shot from where we're at. We can see that the officer is still trying to negotiate with him, but even if he hangs down, you know, it's still. It's a drop that's going to definitely hurt.
Well, that's my question, Stu.
If he doesn't wind up on the road, he's going to wind up in the grass right there.
What is below him, Stu? Sorry to interrupt, but I'm just trying to. It's grass below him, and do we have any indication of how far that fall is?
I couldn't tell you right now. That's one of those overpasses right there. It's definitely, I would
venture to say he's going to hurt himself very badly, possibly broken bones. I would hope that it would not be an injury that would kill him. But
that's what I'm saying. How high is he?
We just don't want to see anybody hurt in this situation. These officers from California Highway Patrol, I'm sure they're talking to this guy. Pretty sure he's not armed, but how do you get him off that ledge when he was so desperate to get away for so long? And now he's kind of hanging there or sitting there on that ledge. In the end, he's going to have to go into custody. Hopefully he doesn't fall or even make
somebody say get a trampoline. Might not be a bad idea for trampoline there.
I would certainly hope that CHP is positioning themselves below as well to get in.
Because I'm looking like, is that really I don't know, is that really a big jump, or is that just like a little 5 feet something and he just blip? Oh, is he coming back? Maybe it's bigger than that. It's just hard to tell.
A little bit of time.
50
maybe
feet?
buy some
60
time
feet?
here with negotiations going on, trying to, as I said earlier, talk him off the ledge. It's the lesser of two evils, really, whether you're going to get taken into custody now
He'll be
or taken
fine.
into custody
Sapp said
with
his
a broken
eyes
leg,
held.
maybe. I mean, either way.
Like, is it a big jump, or is it like a 5 feet fall?
Right now I'm just kind of wondering what the conversation is. I'm sure those officers, even though they are,
maybe it is a big jump. Oh shit!
A little of hyped because of.
Is he jumping onto the highway?
They are human beings, just like everybody else. After a long chase like that, and then that officer making that pit maneuver, and then that vehicle coming to an end, I'm sure they are also a little amped for the moment. There's discussion, I'm sure, is just it's not worth it. Don't do it. Just come back over here. Let's put the cuffs on you. It's just whatever it is, you're just going to go into custody, opposed to possibly seriously hurting yourself, creating some, or even worse. Right now, though, it's just more of a standoff type of situation. Like you said, the backdrop, you've got that LAX right there, the iconic LAX. It is right here in the LAX area, of course. And these officers, they've stopped all traffic. This might create some problems. I could imagine if I was in that backup needing to get on a flight like your husband was and now stopped and stuck there, that's going to create some problems for a lot of travelers. But right now the concern is for that suspect. He's sitting here on the ledge, they are talking, but right now this suspect not really moving.
Yeah, I'd like to be a fly on the wall there to hear the negotiations because it does look like now he's putting both legs over. It's hard for me. It might be easier for folks at home to get a better look at this, but from my vantage point, it's hard to really see the positioning of the suspect. Pardon me. But either way, he doesn't seem to be willing to be taken into custody. After leading, by the way, we should let viewers know who were hoping to tune in to, I believe it's 25 words or less typically on our air at this hour. This was a pursuit that started all the way in San Diego, in the city of San Diego, some 120 miles south of LAX, and that's where this pursuit has come to an end. Reckless driving suspect driving a gray Nissan Altima all the way up into LA County, where he exited off and found himself here. And CHP officers, let's give credit to CHP officers who successfely deployed a pit maneuver.
Successful? Oh, is that what they did?
Intervention technique, which spun the vehicle around, and that's why the vehicle is positioned in the position that it is at this point in time. Immediately, the suspect ran.
Crash Gear says that's about 200. Somebody says 250 feet. Yeah, I don't know that area or how high that would be. Maybe local California people could tell how high that is. But he was driving insane. At one point, he was driving with no hands. He literally stuck his head out the window, looking back at the cops with his hands out the window and shit. I'm like, yo, how's he driving?
And allow these officers to take him into custody. So that's where we stand now on this pursuit. This is the Sepulveda Boulevard off-ramp here.
Looked like he was sparking up too.
Right outside LAX. And for those familiar, the big LAX letters are right serving as the background to the scene here. So, and then you have all that construction, which I know Stu pointed out, all the construction around LAX and all those construction workers there, they're stopped and they're watching all this unfold as we are too. Stu, are you hearing, I know you get a little inside scoop there up there in Skyfox, are you hearing any new information? It looks like, or it sounds like Stu is gathering some new information for us as he brings us the shot. The other thing to keep in mind.
Sorry about that.
No, go ahead, Stu. Go ahead. I know you're trying to do your
I'm
job
sorry
too.
about that. I had our mic off because I was talking with the pilot, trying to figure out how we're going to get this a better shot for everybody. But right now, I can tell you can see it right there. The only thing that we've been hearing or seeing more than even hearing is this is the body language. You can see that suspect moving his arms. He's talking again. So at least there is a dialogue, and that's the first start. That is the beginning of any kind of negotiation, is a dialogue. So this suspect at least communicating with these California Highway Patrol officers. Again, none of them are going to make an aggressive move because there's no way they're going to get to him in time if he would decide to let go or let.
Ben Jenkins says the ramp is 20 feet above the ground. There is an incline where he is at on his side, 25 feet. Yeah, because I'm kind of looking like, okay, the incline makes sense. Is it really that high? About 20, 25 feet, maybe so. I don't know about 250, somebody was saying.
Make their way down there. I believe
it's hard to
that's
tell.
going to be Century Boulevard. So we haven't seen that, and that's kind of interesting because if he does decide to jump or fall or however you want to describe it, and he's not injured, he might be able to get up and, make a run for it once again. Right now, California Highway Patrol, they're trying to negotiate. Skyfox, we're going to try to move it a little bit more so that we can see him a little clearer between those poles. But what to do? That is the big decision. This is the dynamic life of all first responders and law enforcement. You're confronted with these situations where, excuse me, you have to improvise at every second most of the time. And right now, how do you get this guy into custody safely and then bring this thing to an end?
Absolutely, and I just want to let our viewers know, in case you have a flight, because I know plenty of people are traveling these days.
How do you know,
we are checking with LAX right now to see if, in fact, this is impairing any flights or the traffic situation in the area specifically. Just looking at LAX's Twitter feed here, and they're just always putting out warnings about how busy they are of late, because we know the pre-pandemic travel woes are no longer, and they are flying full capacity. In fact, their last tweet from yesterday was that all the parking garages in the area on a Wednesday were at capacity. So it is a very busy area, as you yourself may have experienced recently too in your own travels. So this is quite the situation unfolding here just beyond the famous LAX letters there. This is the off-ramp where this pursuit has come to an end by way of a pit maneuver that was done by CHP officers, those CHP officers in those brown uniforms, of course, those really iconic uniforms. I can't tell if their guns are still drawn, but they initially were when this came to an end. And it looks by the body language, Stu, because we like to look at the body language of officers and the suspect, it looks a little bit more relaxed. So you have to wonder the conversation that is transpiring between those officers and the suspect.
I couldn't even imagine what they would be saying right there, and maybe some folks at home put themselves in that position too. What do you say to this guy? What do you say to this kid? Do you say, it's going to be okay? You don't want to lie to them, but you just don't want them to fall off the side. Everything in the end will be okay. I mean, the reality is you're just going to go into custody and you're going to face whatever charges you have to face. But right now, this guy's just kind of sitting there on that edge, straddling the guardrail of this transition that takes us into the LAX area. Just to be clear with everybody that may be watching, that if you're coming into LAX on Century Boulevard, you're probably still going to be able to get in, no problems whatsoever. There we go. He's down. That's a big plus. That's a big plus. Now he's kind of just checking to see what, how far it is, but this might be the opportunity. But
the heck is wrong with it? What's he doing?
This is what I'm saying. It's the risk versus reward. If one of the officers would have ran up and grabbed him at that last moment, that might have scared him and made him jump. So it is a very, very difficult situation. It's above my pay grade. I thank God many times that I'm sitting here watching it, reporting on it, and not having to make these decisions that might injure somebody or myself.
Well, we just learned that from LAX, a couple of new things here we just learned as the suspect is clearly agitated. that no operations are impacted at LAX, so that is good. Obviously, traffic along this off-ramp is impacted. That goes without saying. But we're also hearing that LAFD, which is typical when they have a, quote, jumper situation, they are being dispatched to deploy airbags on the ground below to cushion the fall in case this suspect did make the decision to jump. So we will see that. And you can see from this picture, Stu, from your team, thank you for that, on this wider shot, you can see the CHP
there you go.
Officers there down below as well, staging below. And soon enough, LAFD, we will see them arrive on scene, and perhaps that is on a different perspective, a different angle, and we're not seeing that happen now, but we understand that they will be putting those airbags down below in case the suspect does fall, or jump, pardon me.
It's going to be more than a few moments before LAFD gets here, and I'm not saying that in any kind of derogatory way. I mean, even if they got the call right here at this moment, you know, you can see one of the fire trucks right there, and I believe that's going to be a battalion chief. So they're going to have to get the big truck in here with those airbags. We've seen that many times in the past, usually a jumper situation onto the freeway, and they'll bring out those big giant airbags. That truck not here yet, but that is a battalion chief, so they are aware of that situation. Probably, like you said, they've been called, and right now it's just one of these situations where they'll probably bring that airbag here, and then it's going to be more of a talk to this person, wait and see, try to wait this guy out. He does seem a little amped. That's the one thing I got to say. A little agitated. We saw him jumping up and down there on that guardrail just a few moments ago. We saw him agitated in that vehicle when he was taking off his T-shirt or the sweatshirt earlier on, throwing his hands out the window. Possibility, just a possibility that maybe he's on something right now, or under the influence of something. So there's that as well, and that also might cloud his decision-making process. Again, something else
Twitter
law
mentions
enforcement has to deal with right there on, you know, in that second. Right, you know, without any kind of formal training. So they have to improvise. They've got to figure things out on the fly all the time. Right now, we've seen this a lot in the past. Time is on the side of law
very nice.
enforcement.
Thank you.
They're going to let this guy wait it out. Hopefully he'll calm down, make some better decisions, and just basically give up.
Yeah, and we've seen the suspect go from almost jumping to then hesitating.
Is he back on the ledge, though? He's halfway on the ledge
again. A few
again.
minutes ago, fully back on the ground to now in this middle of the road stance. And so it continues as I'm being fed a little bit more information from LAX. We're getting this from their Twitter. It says, due to the police activity near the entrance of the airport traffic on westbound Century Boulevard and northbound Sepulveda Boulevard, that traffic, of course, may be impacted, and then just the airport just simply advising travelers to check back for updates and thanking everybody for their.
All right, so he's still on edge. I just want to show you this picture. Thank you, FD on YouTube that sent me that, and FRTJF on Twitter. They're getting police down on there, but to see the other side, you can see the height right here. So it doesn't seem that high. I don't know, maybe 20-something feet if this is correct. I'm assuming it's correct. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he's like right here or something. I mean, I don't know. As far as height, I have no idea. Definitely don't quote me on that. People saying 30 feet. Definitely not. That's not it. Definitely not 100-something, 200 feet, though. There's a big truck.
LAFD, Stu, they have arrived pretty quickly.
Pretty quickly, we actually saw a ladder truck make its way past him earlier on. My guess is they're going to have to go all the way through the LAX area and bring themselves back to the basically going eastbound on Century Boulevard and make their way to basically where these law enforcement,
there they go.
where the
They're setting it
California
up.
Highway. Oh, they're already there.
Yep.
They're already there. You can kind of
quick.
see them there through the underneath there. They are setting up their airbags. So they are here. They are setting up that airbag. That will inflate very, very quickly. We've seen this many times in the past. This might actually help to bring this to an end. That suspect might actually see that airbag and think it as an opportunity. I can jump, be safe, and continue to try and run. But clearly that won't happen. You're going to have a number of personnel down there around that airbag. They basically slide it out and then make themselves invisible, meaning they'll be underneath that overpass so that the suspect really won't be able to see them, which is a good idea, because if he does jump and land in that airbag, law enforcement and the fire department will be right there to take him into custody. As it stands right now, you were talking about Sepulveda being one of the ones that is impacted. You can see that is the truth. That is going to be the Sepulveda Boulevard, where you just came out from underneath there, and you can clearly see this is LAX. This is going to be the arrivals and departures, all terminals. This one is closed, so anybody making their way out here now, at this point, the best way to get here is going to be on Century Boulevard, entering from the west, and that's pretty much, or Sepulveda from the north coming south. That one is probably open as well.
My thing is like, all right, so they got these airbags, right? Are they're gonna set up right under him, but not let him know that they're there, or are they gonna make it obvious and pull it out under him? Because is that gonna agitate him? It's like, oh, you guys are gonna try to save me. Maybe he doesn't want to be saved, and so is he gonna adjust himself? Or are they gonna wait for the moment that he jumps? Do they have enough time even to react to that? How does that work when they do these situations?
If that will just make him give up, or maybe he wants to jump and land below. But either way, there are law enforcement officers waiting for him to take him into custody. So we are sitting with you. We are waiting for this, as you know.
Yeah, look at all the workers
are watching as well. There's a little bit of activity there. Not sure why. What they're saying that we're not.
They're probably seeing that
right?
airbag being dragged out right
About to
there.
find
We
out.
can't really see it just because of our angle from where we're at. And Marla, you're right. I hope none of those guys get in trouble. I'm sure there's probably some of their bosses watching this afternoon, seeing all their crews, looking and watching the activity that's nearby. Of course, this is something you can't not just turn your eyes away from. But that is a pretty large crowd out there of those workers that are working on the people mover. You can clearly see they probably have a better angle to where that airbag is going to be deployed at. Right now, it's one of those things that maybe we can move Skyfox around just a little bit to get a better angle, but I seem to be the bird in hand. It's one of those. This seems to be a good shot right now.
Okay, well, it's something else. I mean, to think that this is how it all came to an end. And we should also point out, as far as we know, Stu, that no one was injured, no vehicles were hit, since at least we took the pursuit, which was about 45 minutes ago. We've been on the air for close to 45 minutes now, if I'm not mistaken. It was just at the end, or toward the end, of the Jennifer Hudson show that we broke into programming. But as far as we know, no one else, no innocent bystanders, no innocent drivers or pedestrians were injured in this more than 100-mile pursuit.
You know what? That's great. That's really great to hear. And you know, all these pursuits that we've been watching and covering, when nobody gets hurt and there is no damage, those are the best ones. And in this case, so far, this has been a pretty good pursuit. That suspect not injured. If
you guys get it, like to it, appreciate that. Helps the stream out, especially on YouTube. They're getting ready though. They're moving the airbags now.
Suspect's going to
do.
You can see him, and clearly
Lord.
he's seeing that there's movement down there.
That's what I'm saying.
As soon as those firefighters started moving that airbag, he started moving around as well. Now, we've seen this in the past. Maybe he'll do one of those, like, get away from where that airbag is, and we've seen that. But those airbags, very light. Those firefighters, very strong, and they'll be able to just kind of lift it up and move it. We've seen that in the past as well.
Yeah, he knows something's going on.
A little bit of cat and mouse again. This suspect's
Lord.
just holding the law enforcement at bay. That airbag definitely deployed right now.
What the hell's he doing?
Right there, you can see some of those California Highway Patrol officers, and of course those firefighters. And again, I said in the past, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll make themselves scarce. Basically, go underneath that overpass, so the suspect will not see any law enforcement and just see that airbag and think, well, okay, I can jump and I'll be okay.
Oh, but they see him now.
Law enforcement is there. These guys, they're making themselves known. So this suspect maybe not going to jump, but right now, just wish he would basically just give up, let these folks get back to their days. A lot of these folks might be missing their planes. It's very inconvenient for a lot of people out here as the suspect basically sits and waits before he goes into custody.
So from LAX, we know that no flight operations have been impacted because of this. So that's one thing. But the other thing that they want to let people know is simply that, and not just flight operations, but airport operations, I should say,
Not a bad
more
idea.
generally, but traffic, of course. So this could very well impact your trip to LAX if you had that plan this afternoon. Tack on some extra time if in fact, you do have business here, as we now pan below, and we're seeing officers out there, it looks like, directing traffic as that lane there is also impacted the traffic below. So this is not where you want to be this time of the day because of, well, anyway, because it's always so busy there anyway. But World Way and West Century Boulevard, right outside LAX, a very busy place because of this pursuit ending.
That's
and
big.
now we're getting a look at the airbag.
That's huge.
Stu, that is right below. So it's going to be interesting to see, which I'm repeating myself, but bear with me, if in fact this sways the suspect to make a decision once and for all, one way or the other.
You know, again, we have seen in the past them bring out this. I have at least once or twice. They'll bring out the airbag, and then a suspect will literally jump into the airbag, and and right then they see the fire department and also the law enforcement basically just rush over and take that person into custody. Now, what that guy can do, he can basically move back and forth, try to get out of the way. But like I said, that airbag, it's just a big, giant bouncy house, as it would be, filled with air. We'll be able to do that very, very quickly.
Come on.
Yeah, we can stop right here, Dylan. This will probably be good. Yeah, we can see it. Yep. And right now you can see that
Ooh.
Well, it seems like we're going to have to climb back up a little bit, Dylan.
No.
And
He just dapped him.
No, we got to climb up. They're losing our signal.
He just dapped him. I think that he just gave a dap to the officer.
Great to see, though, is that they're still
Like
allowing traffic out of the area. And so that Century Boulevard still open, is still traffic moving back, going out of the area. Traffic coming in, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. I know that is Century Boulevard, but where this portion of the roadway takes you, I don't really know, because usually when I'm driving this way, I'm one of those guys getting into the airport right there. Right now, though, it's basically a waiting game. That suspect, he's holding all the cards, but you know what? Time is on the side of law enforcement and the first responders. They're going to be able to wait this guy out until he makes his decision. If it's going to be jump into the bag, go into custody, walk over to the officers, go into custody one way or another.
I might need to go up, though.
We need to go into custody here sooner or later.
We need a better view.
Right now, he's just inconveniencing so many folks out here in the LAX area, so many people trying to make their flight, and right now, roads are closed. Getting into the airport, seems like getting out of the airport might still be open.
Stu, we're hearing that negotiators have been called to the scene, which doesn't surprise me at all.
They got negotiators coming? Okay.
Definitely. The negotiators, they got to make their way here. California Highway Patrol has negotiators, and then of course LAPD. I'm not sure who is bringing their folks
Natural
here,
selection.
but of course anybody that's going to be trained to talk to that suspect, that's going to be the best bet. They'll be able to come down here, talk to them, and these guys are trained. And a lot of times we've heard it in the past. I've talked to some of these folks. The simple things like a bottle of water, or just some food or a snack will get that person off that ledge and over to that officer, and then they can take them into custody. Right now, though, they're not taking any chances. Safety of that suspect, paramount here. They've got that airbag out. They've got a number of law enforcement there on scene, and they don't want him to jump off there. Even though that airbag is there, they don't want him to jump off. They just want him to come over to them and go into custody and bring this thing to an end peacefully.
What happens when those people hit the airbags? Do they bounce off like a trampoline, or does it kind of absorb them in a bit? Can he like bounce off and fly off somewhere else and then get hurt still? Dre, thank you for the super chat. Says construction workers are not going to get in trouble from their boss for not working. Shit, I don't know. How can they work when police are trying to negotiate with the suspect? Construction noise can interfere with negotiations. Maybe they were in the chat. They were saying that. The whole construction team's there watching. And if you guys could hit like too, I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
It up in Orange County.
This is crazy.
Into LA County, and we did see that reckless driving. In fact,
the dude, for the new people that just joined, this guy, if you go back into the stream later after, this guy literally was driving with his hand, both of his hands out the window at one point on the highway. There's no hands on the steering wheel, and his head sticking out and shit, like his tongue out and stuff like that. Complete maniac. I'm surprised he was able to keep that car like steady. And that's not a self-driving car. At one point, both of his hands were off the wheel.
Where CHP officers outsmarted him, were able to successfully pit the driver. That's why his vehicle, which was a gray Nissan Altima, by the way, is parked against traffic. That's where his vehicle ended up, away from traffic. He tried to—
It looked like he was rolling up, and like I even saw like a spark
fall down below, and those LAX pylons, that's right where this has come to an end. And so we have been in this standoff with CHP officers, mainly with their guns drawn throughout this process. LAFD has come into play. That's why you see the fire trucks there. They have put the airbags, that sort of bouncy house below, and I don't mean to make light of it, but Stu, you just referenced it. It does look very much like that. So the airbags are below in case the suspect does decide to jump. So now we have several LAFD engines out there. CHP also now bringing in their negotiators, trying to negotiate with the suspect. And by the way, we don't have new information about the suspect, but just by the looks of him, it looks like a very young man. I would estimate this suspect in his teen years, and really just literally on the edge, on the ledge of this overpass, deciding on whether or not to jump. But if this suspect does jump, now it would happen on the airbags below to cushion the fall. So now we brought you up to speed. No airport operations have been affected, but of course traffic is a nightmare
I don't know.
because of the spectacle here. As we're now zooming out just to show you that
he can roll while driving. I think he said he can roll with one hand, Silvio.
Into the later hours of the afternoon. Hopefully this does come to an end sooner than later, but on a Thursday afternoon, this can be a getaway day for a lot of people. So we'll see. Just keep that in mind if you have plans to head to LAX. All right, Stu, I've talked long enough. What do you have? Do you have any new information for us?
Well, I can tell you, Skyfox, we're moving it around just a little bit. We're trying to get a little bit of a different angle of this, and I just kind of was looking over there to the suspect. I don't see him on the ledge right there, and I don't see the airbag has been deployed. So actually, maybe he's blending into the railing right there, because it definitely doesn't seem like he is in custody. But he's still hanging out there. We're moving Skyfox around a little bit, just trying to see if we can get a better angle of what's going on. It is very difficult.
Drinking Kool-Aid, thank you for the 7-month membership. Seen a guy jump off a bridge, purposely missed the bag. Holy crap! So I guess that could happen too, yeah.
Looking at what we can show right there. This is a portion of Century Boulevard that we were talking about.
We don't want to see this.
Into LAX, it's now a staging area. It's amazing how many first responders have showed up here and how much equipment is here as well. LA City Fire Department. It looks like there's got two engines out here, 2 squads. So that is a lot of personnel. They're probably down there with that airbag. The number of California Highway Patrol, and now you can actually see that what is closed. That is a portion of Century Boulevard, and this is actually now I guess they have a portion of the exit as well closed. That's going to create a lot of backup here at a LAX terminal. And when you say none of the operations at LAX have been affected, I think what they're talking about is the actual planes themselves. The planes are on time. The gates are open. All that's going to be moving along. As far as the passengers getting there, that might be a little bit more difficult. As you can see right there, there's a lot of closures down there because of that suspect. Definitely Century Boulevard. Looks like at least the westbound is going to be closed on some portions. But as far as coming off of Sepulveda Boulevard, off the 105, looking straight down, like I like to say, looking like a Google shot right there, it's going to be completely backed up. And I'm going to take a risk missing that suspect going into custody. Let's take a look at that horseshoe.
Why?
It is.
Why are we doing this?
Really starting to back up now. Is this because of the suspect or just usual traffic? I'm sure the suspect is adding to that significantly. Right now, though, a lot of traffic at LAX. A lot of folks are going to be inconvenienced. And Skyfox now directly over LAX trying to get a better shot of this. But you can see that suspect still holding those officers
I have a backup
at bay.
for you in case.
I'm sure there is conversation. Hopefully this will be over by the time that negotiator arrives out here. But at any rate, anything they can do to bring this to an end safely, get that guy into custody, and these roads back open, that's the big concern right now for all those law enforcement that are down there and firefighters.
Okay, so we just got this from LAX, tweeted this out moments ago, that the best way to access LAX is to use the entrance on the southbound Sepulveda Boulevard.
Okay, copy.
So
I'm going to talk to Dylan, my pilot.
Bottom of the bridge.
Stu's just talking to his crew, rightfully so. So for you at home, if you do have plans to head to LAX, the best entrance, according to LAX officials, is the southbound Sepulveda Boulevard. Southbound Sepulveda Boulevard. While Stu is gathering that information, we want to bring your attention to your screen, and you see the Fox 11 logo, and it will rotate between the QR code. See that? There's the QR code. We encourage you to download the app. So open up that QR code on your phone, download our app, because we are going to carry on this pursuit live with
Only thing I don't understand is why they're
via online, via our app. So please do that. Download our app if you haven't already. You can always get alerts about the latest pursuits, and we want you to keep a watch on this one with us as we do, and Stu Mundell up in Sky Fox does. But as for me here in the studio, we are going to wrap our coverage up here and allow you to continue to watch our coverage online, foxla.com, if you're watching from your laptop. Stu Mundell and crew up in Sky Fox will continue to watch this as CHP officers try to bring this to an end. So all in all, a very long, reckless pursuit from San Diego to LAX. It has come to an end, but now in standoff form, and we certainly hope that this young man is taken into custody safely, and this thing comes to an end, as we're now seeing that negotiators are getting closer, but then every time they do get closer, it gets a little bit more precarious. We're going to leave it there. Thanks so much for being with us.
How are you going to leave at this point?
Bring in a little wine with dinner and be so healthy.
Made no sense. Why are they going to leave right there? Let me get the other one on the Let me go just to the website here.
Boulevard as you make your way in and out of the LAX area. And where he is exactly, this is going to be an overpass that basically is off the 105. When you get off the 105 and you get onto Sepulveda, and then you make your way underneath the LAX runways, this is the way you get onto the actual terminals, or to where the terminals are. They did a pit maneuver, a sweet pit maneuver at that, and that vehicle came to a stop, and then that suspect got out and ran. He thought about jumping. He was over here in this area for a moment.
Oh, he moved over.
But, he's been basically moving his way back and forth.
Oh.
If you can't see it, I can tell you there is an airbag deployed underneath that bridge. And now, when some folks can't see it right now, and I'm just talking to the people that don't know what we're talking about as an airbag. Maybe they're thinking a car airbag. What are you talking about? It's like in the stunt with stuntmen. They put out these giant airbags. The fire department have them for situations where people may fall, or a situation like this. They deployed it underneath him. It is more than enough to cushion his fall and not injure him if he does decide to jump or fall into it. Now, is he going to be able to get away? Not a chance. If he falls into that airbag, by the time that airbag is deployed, they're going to have so many law enforcement and firefighters over there holding him down and taking him into custody. It is just going to be in a blink of an eye.
Where's the social workers? Isn't that something they were talking about?
The best way would...
Where's all the social workers that they were going to be sent into these situations? Oh, and thank you, Dre Latina. Thank you for the super chat. It says, great haircut, Mel. I screwed up my hair the other day. I put blue Dawn in there. It's a long story. But thanks. Val G5, Mel, you need to get some shea butter. Oh, some sort of hair hot oil treatment for your hair. Okay, thank you. I'm going to screenshot that too, so I could take notes from him.
That guy's going to take him into custody.
He's right there. Take your grab him. They need a grappler. I was about to say that too. They need a grappler for people. Can they do that shit?
Digital and download the app. All these people are disappointed.
Shea butter. I'm going to go to the beauty store after this later.
Talking to you.
I'm being sarcastic though.
Is that a dog? What is that?
Bring the canines, baby. Bring the canines out. That's the solution. Send the canine after his ass. No, I know they can't. They don't want this guy to fall or whatever, so that's why they're not like grabbing them. But it's just crazy because they're so close. It's just like, but all he has to do is just yoke back. Especially if he's high.
On the web, right?
He'll probably throw himself off.
Fox LA Web. Cool. Thank you.
The YouTuber watching.
So, a little delay there before we got to us. If you guys are just joining us, I don't know why you missed it earlier on. It was some good stuff that was going on down there. I'm bringing up some of the maps right there just so folks that are just getting here right now can kind of understand what's going on. Pursuit termination. This isn't an attempt suicide. It's a pursuit termination. It came out of the San Diego area, high speeds, reckless driving. We saw a lot of that reckless driving. That suspect, after that vehicle was pit maneuvered here at LAX, this is actually going to be one of the transition roads from Sepulveda Boulevard into the LAX terminal.
Thank you, Sonia.
That's where they actually did the pit maneuver, and it was actually a pretty good place to do it, because if this guy had gotten into that area where all those pedestrians are, gosh only knows with that crazy driving, we didn't want to see anybody get hurt, and law enforcement took that chance and that opportunity, as it would be, and did that pit maneuver. As soon as that vehicle stopped, that guy got out, ran over to that side, was going to jump off, but then clearly changed his mind. That's probably a good 50-foot drop right there. LA City Fire Department, they were called to the scene. They brought out what's called an airbag. I'm going to kind of push in a little bit so you can see just a portion of what we're talking about right there. That is that airbag that we're talking about. That is more than enough cushion for that suspect if he decides to jump, fall, however, off of there. If he lands into that airbag, he will be safe, no injuries at all. And then the law enforcement and those firefighters will be able to take him into custody, lickety-split. Right now, though, he's basically just kind of sitting out there on that ledge. You got a California Highway Patrol officer, that guy that you've seen momentarily closer to the center of the screen right now, has been very close to that suspect, and basically they just want to take him into custody. They just bring this thing to an end. Standoffs, a lot of times it's one of these things where you can say, well, it's a standoff. They have time on their side. This is LAX. They are saying that none of the flights have been affected. That probably, seriously, honestly, is true. Flights are probably moving in and out of here. Planes are probably leaving, but hopefully they're leaving with their passengers, because this is blocking a lot of the ways into LAX.
Oh, what happened?
They've got to find another way around. Hopefully they're getting this information if they're making their way over here. Best way to do it right now, I would say, would be to come in off of Century Boulevard. Century Boulevard seems to be backed up a little bit, but it is the best way to get into LAX right now. If you're planning on
traffic's got to be
LAX
horrible.
off the 105, don't do that. Do not do that, because you're going to get caught up in this right here. You're going to have to find your way around and back over to the LAX terminals. Right now, though, pretty much a standoff. That suspect talking to law enforcement, fire department. They've deployed those airbags. Roads are closed, and that's going to be Century Boulevard. And I'm going to take that chance, because every time I seem to move away from something, something always happens. But you can see right there, really starting to back up. A lot of these folks trying to get out of the LAX horseshoe, and they're having to take other routes and or backed up. So this is going to create some problems for a lot of these folks out here. Expect delays if LAX is in your plans today. But right now, the biggest concern is to get that suspect into custody safely.
I'd be so pissed if I was in traffic.
And all these lanes reopened. I realize we're not on Facebook. I wish I could be able to interact with y'all. I'd love to hear what you're saying, read what you're saying, see what you're saying. If anybody knows me personally and can send me a link, and there is some sort of interaction, I would, no, I can't. Never mind. Because we're so high above LAX, I have no cell phone signal. But right now, it's a standoff. You can see that airbag pretty clearly right there. Might take a chance real quick so you guys can understand what is going on. You can see that suspect. You can see that airbag placed right there. If that suspect decides to move, those firefighters will move that airbag so fast.
Oh.
It is.
You see that?
Pretty impressive.
He's holding onto the handle.
Go out there and they'll move it.
I guess they can adjust it really quickly. He's holding onto the handles. I guess there's people on the other side holding onto handles.
Negotiators will, and it sounds so silly, basically say, "Hey, buddy, you want a soda? You want some water? You hungry?" And that's what they're doing right there. They're placing some water and possibly something else right there. So if that suspect makes that attempt to go grab that water, they will tackle him, and so that they can take him into custody.
And I saw he kind of turned around and pointed at the other guy. Maybe he's trying to let you know, like, I'm keeping an eye on you guys.
If he should willingly let
you.
himself go over the edge, he's going to land in that airbag. That airbag's going to deflate. He's going to be fine, and they're going to take him into custody. California Highway Patrol, they're here. They're taking care of business. Fire Department, LA City Fire, some of the best in the world, and they're ours out here in Los Angeles. They're here as well. So hopefully this is going to come to an end peacefully, sooner than later, for many reasons. Skyfox has a limited amount of fuel, and of course we're concerned about all these folks that are down there that are getting their flights interrupted, or their ability to get to their flight interrupted. It's funny, I just realized that we actually have a co-worker that's making his way down here today, and to go to Scotland, and might not be getting here on time. I'm sure he was watching this, and I'm sure he's made other plans to get here quickly. But right now, you've got law enforcement on the ground in droves, along with first responders, and the suspect basically just biding his time.
What's he doing? Taking off his...
You know he's going to get those. He's going to get those silver bracelets. They're going to be taken into custody.
What's he doing?
They're going to bring him back to San Diego, because that's where this thing started, or if they're just going to book him up here. But right now, that's the suspect's vehicle. They did a great pit maneuver. That's the vehicle that did the pit maneuver. I'm sure they're going to be able to see highlights later on. California Highway Patrol, they're here. They're talking to him. And even if he does fall, he's going to fall in that airbag. Right now, really, just walk over to one of those officers, go into custody, bring this thing to an end.
That's crazy. Like, they're right there. All they have to do is... I get it. Ethan, thank you so much for the super chat. Ethan says, the thing is, they need to cover their legal basis. If they try and snatch him and he falls in a way that ends up hurting him, that could potentially lead to issues for them, legally speaking. That's a good point. Guess maybe he could try to do something like that. Jennifer, thank you so much for the membership. Hey, Mel and family, can you give me a quick update? They've been recapping every so often, but basically this guy, it was just a high-speed chase. I started in, I forgot where it started. I don't even remember. It started quite a bit away, and this guy was driving like a maniac, sticking his hands out the window, both hands, even his head at one point, and driving high speeds. Nobody got hurt. Driving in and out of traffic kind of crazy, and then he gets up to this point on the bridge, and I guess they pit maneuvered him, but we didn't get to see that angle. And so he gets out and he runs to the edge. And so at first it started at a place that was like, wasn't as high, the height, but I guess he shifted over, and so they had to shift over the inflatable airbag there. San Diego, thank you. Chat saying San Diego. So I don't know. I guess they're trying to do things the right way. They don't want him to jump off, and he seems to be just buying time for the inevitable. Either he jumps off, or they grab him and take him. Either way, they're taking him to custody. Yeah, I mean, is the bot working?
And anybody that's on the internet, I'm back with you guys. I'm sorry that I can't interact with you, answer any questions, or work the camera in a way that might make you guys feel better about what you're seeing. Right now, though, I can tell you that Skyfox, we've got about just under an hour's worth of fuel here on station, and we're watching this pursuit termination.
About an hour left.
Suspect over there. He's sitting on the guardrail of the overpass that takes you into the LAX terminal from the 105 on Sepulveda Boulevard. So that is completely shut down right now. Century Boulevard, it seems like the egress into LAX is still open. You can see a lot of those cars right there, but a portion of it is going to be closed for sure. So if you're planning on making your way to LAX today, do not take the 105. That's not the way to get in here, because that one is going to be the worst of all of them. If you approach Sepulveda southbound, like basically from the north, making your way south, you know, basically more for the locals. If you go past if you're coming down Sepulveda and you pass the In-N-Out, that's the way to get into the LAX area off of Sepulveda. Otherwise, just use Century Boulevard until this is cleared up. You can see the fire department down there. They've got their airbag deployed. If that suspect falls, stumbles, decides to jump willingly, however you want to put it, he's going to land in that airbag. He will be okay. Law enforcement down there, along with the fire department, they will take him into custody lickety-split. Law enforcement up here as well. I believe that there may be a negotiator talking to him, just trying to get him to basically just walk over and go into custody.
A little caffeine.
Bring this thing to an end. This pursuit came from the San Diego area. That the driver of the vehicle that's...
Thank you for the super chat. Gamester TJ says, Mel, where's Mel Gibson when you need him? Sweet Baya, thank you for the membership. Dude, just give up. I got to get to work already. Thank you for this super sticker as well. If you guys could hit like, I'd appreciate it. This was a completely random chase. I was just kind of like going about my day and I was supposed to clean up, but I haven't done nothing. And I see this thing come up, this notification. And I think it was ABC7 that was out there first. And I think that the chopper was just happened to be out there already, I believe. I'm not sure. And it was a wild, crazy ass chase. I mean, the guy was sparking up while driving. Look, he was smoking something. He was rolling up in like drugs or weed or something in the seat. At one point, you see something spark up. He's bopping his head and chilling, like listening to music and stuff. And at one point, too, he literally, I want to go back to record it, to put a clip for later. This guy's literally driving with his hand, both of his he sticks both of his hands out the window or close to like off the steering wheel. It's almost out the window, and his head just looking out. And I was like, "Dude, this guy's wild, wild."
Now, after a pit maneuver, that suspect got out, ran, made his way over to this wall, guardrail, and is about 60 feet off the ground. And you can see what we were talking about when I say agitated. We can see what we were talking about when I said that unusual activity, possibly under the influence. Oh, come on. Now he's doing some other crazy stuff.
Oh, shoot.
But at any rate,
what did he do? He threw the water bottles in?
Definitely
or no?
It up for officers trying
They
to
put it on
stay
the ground.
out of custody, but in the end,
I think they're trying to trick him. Like, here's the water bottle. Come and get it. Just come over here and get the water, man. It's like right here. Just come off the ledge and come get it. But I don't think he's buying it.
Trying to make their way over to LAX. And one of our co-workers, Chris, he's one of those folks. I know he's making his way to LAX today. Hopefully,
what?
I know for a fact that he's got the info, so he's going to be able to make his way in here as quickly.
Oh, that's
as
the
possible.
movie.
But so many folks are going to, there's that possibility they're going to be missing their flight today because this suspect decided that he's going to basically standoff out here on this overpass in the LAX area. I'll be back with you guys in a moment.
Okay, so he's muted for a second. Corey says when he first went to the guardrail, he placed something down in front of himself. Hey, Laurette, how you doing? Funky, thank you so much for the super chat. Says at least have fun and jump on the airbag. Somebody was saying earlier in the chat that she had seen something where they had an airbag and the person purposely jumped in a way that it missed the airbag. But if the cops were to tackle him now, the only reaction I think this guy would be able to have is he'd have to backflip off of that rail. He'd have to just flip himself off of that rail and fall right into the airbag.
I don't know what he has in his hand. I'm sure somebody's asking that. I'm wondering as well. Earlier on, it looked like he had his cell phone in his hand. He had his cell phone out the window. I was actually wondering if he was trying to, maybe put this on the internet somehow or on his Facebook or whatever, or TikTok or whatever his choice of social media was, because he did have his cell phone out earlier on a lot, out the window and etc. Now, just kind of standing there talking with law enforcement. That law enforcement would be California Highway Patrol. Canines here as well. I don't know what that dog could possibly do to bring this to an end any quicker. That's a good question as well. But I can tell you, LAX PD is here. LAX Police. LAPD is here. California Highway Patrol is here. And, of course, LA City Fire Department is here. and all working together right now. Those are California Highway Patrol, California Highway Patrol. Maybe LAPD is not here. Let me see.
Thank you, Talvish.
Take
Been
that
watching.
chance again. Let's see what we got. What do we?
Been watching for 2 years. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
That's airport police, airport police, airport police, airport police. Yeah, maybe. Oh, there's LAPD. LAPD Pacific Division is here as well.
Oh, so for the people that are asking, oh, thank you, Fresha, amazing. Let me see what you sent me. Thank you. So Fresha sent. People keep asking how it started. The pursuit began when police in San Diego attempted to pull over the driver. That's what I had heard too. Like he wasn't yielding. Oh shoot! Hold on, what's going on? Got crazy. Hold on a second. Whoa, 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 whoa! What the fuck is mother doing? What's going on here? Arguing over the water. There's like a water bottle and it looks like something else on the floor. Oh no! Oh Lord! Hold up! Forget how it began.
Don't, dude! Don't play these games.
Almost like a child, like a tantrum. I'm gonna throw myself off. No!
I think he's. Hang on.
He's trolling, man. He's trolling. What's he doing? He's playing with them. I'm gonna tell you guys in a second. Let's just see what happens first, though, because trolling. Yoke his ass. Send the canines. No, he'd see the canine coming from far away, though. That canine, though, I jumped too, though. If a canine was coming at me, I don't know. I might jump. But then would the canine jump too? Would the canine stop or would the canine jump off the bridge too into the airbag? What do you guys think? I don't know.
I'm sure that's part of the discussion down there, but I think what he did is he tied his
That'd be
sweatshirt
wild
the
to see that.
guardrail, and he didn't tie the other part around his neck, thank goodness. That's what I was just looking at. Because if that's the case, then he could actually kill himself. So,
oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it just made everything a lot more tense. And I'm sure that law enforcement is thinking about that as well.
Wait, how would he kill himself? Dog wouldn't jump.
And just to be clear, he did not tie it around.
You think so? The
neck,
what would the canine jump or not? Maybe we need to make a poll out of that. I'm kind of curious. We need a canine expert. Oh, he has a knife. Is that what it is? Oh, Lord. Trying to hang himself? How? With a sweater? This guy needs to be, they're going to have to put him like, I don't think they have institutions anymore, right? Somebody was saying they need to reopen that stuff. With all the crazy stuff that we have going on, we just need to have a building where people can just be, I mean, back in the day, there was all kinds of horrendous stuff going on in there, I guess, and like experiments and stuff, I guess. But I think we need some sort of place. Would the canine jump off the bridge with the suspect? Those canines, I don't know. So I don't know what he has on his hands. Some people said a knife. And then I thought I heard something say about hanging himself. How's he going to hang himself with the shirt? What is he going to do? I don't understand that. Is he going to choke himself in front of them or something? Or a knife and something around his neck. Oh, Lord. I mean, if he has a knife, then shit. Maybe too concerned whatever he has around his neck, but that knife, though, maybe, I don't know. Entire city of LA is mental. Tranquilizer gun. He's not muted. He's just not talking. Stu's not talking right now. But right now he's not. It's not muted. He's doing something now. He's making motions. On the edge again. I think they're saying he's trying to hang himself with his shirt. Wow. Oh, Patty says we have mental hospitals in Cali. Oh, so let me read while we're waiting then. Yeah, I wish I didn't pan away. While we're waiting, I have another. Let me see. Make sure I have another camera in case another helicopter. Let me see. I do have another one. Yeah, I have ABC 7 in case. So let me read the beginning of this. How this all started too. So it says the pursuit began when police in San Diego attempted to pull over the driver who was heading in the wrong direction in oncoming lanes at the time. Holy crap. Video from Air 7 HD showed a man driving the Nissan with tinted windows. He intermittently stuck his head out the window and looked behind him while driving, at one time opening a water bottle. After speeding away through Orange County, the driver made his way through Downey, Compton, and Inglewood, transitioning from freeway to freeway. That's how it started. Thank you, Fresha. So this guy, I guess he probably could do something to himself. He was toying around and playing with cops, but the stuff that I've seen him driving, he definitely doesn't seem to have much regard for his life or others. 51%. Oh, you guys always do this to me in the chat, yo. Would the canine jump off the bridge with the suspect? 51% say yes. 49% say no. Doesn't that happen almost every time? I feel like when we do these polls. Ice cold audits on the ground. I don't know if I can use his stuff. I know we've gotten permission from people before, but I don't know about him. I don't remember. So I don't want to cause any issues to anybody. Sometimes they're cool because then they're like, yeah, just plug me in, put in my channel, whatever, and then people go there and subscribe. But I haven't specifically. I don't think I've spoken to that person. Tom, so yeah, I don't. From below, 138 views. Oh, YouTube page, okay.
There was a lot of taunting of law enforcement.
Yeah, he was trolling
the
them.
Time during that pursuit. Came out of the San Diego area. That driver was driving the wrong way on the freeway at one time. That's what got the attention of San Diego PD. They got behind it for a while. They started the pursuit. Then California Highway Patrol picked it up. Basically made its way northbound along the 5 freeway up into the Orange County area. And then from the 5, it made its way over to the 91 to the 605, 605 to the 105, and the 105 off of Sepulveda, and brought him here to
the
LAX.
chat. This is
now,
crazy.
Where is he exactly? If you didn't already know, this is going to be a transition to the LAX terminals off of Sepulveda. So this is going to be the 105 access off of Sepulveda into the LAX area. Let's take a look what this is doing to LAX, because
I can't imagine the traffic.
Is one of the main arteries that brings you into the terminal area that is now closed, and also exits. So you can see a lot of backup out here. This is LAX has been busy, but a lot of this is actually being caused by folks that cannot get back out and might be recycling back into the horseshoe, as it would be, trying to make their way out of the LAX area. Right now, I can tell you that as far as they keep saying LAX, the operations are fine here. Yeah, of course they are. The planes are taking off and landing as they should be. But the suspect is still here, and while that's going on, folks are going to have a hard time getting into LAX. Now, that suspect's been very, very agitated. We've been watching him on the rail, off the rail, moving around. If he does fall, jump, whatever you want to say, however you want to say it, he's going to land into that airbag right there. I would venture to say not suicidal.
Ooh.
Because of the fact that he hasn't done
anything
in the past to be suicidal.
What's he doing?
That kind of nonsense right there, that's what makes it so dangerous, even makes it difficult
for
us to watch.
He tied his shirt? Is that what he did? He tied his shirt? Wait, what happened to the audio? Did he tie his shirt around something on the bridge? And then tied it around his neck? Is that what's going on? I don't know. Hey, the audio just cut out. I don't know if Stu knows his audio cut out. Yeah, I think he tied something on the, I don't know what that is. I don't know, maybe not. I can't tell what the hell this guy's doing. It looked like he tied something there. Look, look, look. You see, he's like he tied something there. Now he's putting it around his neck. Oh, they're moving away on purpose. He's getting ready. They're mad close to him, though. They could really... I guess they're positioning him. I don't know what... I wonder what the strategy is. Like, they're getting closer and closer, and to kind of... But he's also irritated and on edge. And it looks like he has this thing tied around his neck, and I don't know what he did to tie it around the bridge. Something sticking out of the bridge. Shirt tied to neck and pole. I wonder what that is in this guy's hand, this red stuff here.
Just strange activity besides getting very close to a lot of other vehicles, weaving in and out. And then when he did get off the freeway, he was making these crazy maneuvers on the roadway, weaving back and forth, U-turns and etc., basically taunting officers. They did stop him before he made his way into the LAX area, for good or for bad. And everybody has an opinion. There's a lot of folks will be like, oh, they're messing up everybody's flight.
Shannon.
It could have been a lot worse. You know, we don't know how this could have gone. He could have made his way into that hole, into the LAX terminals himself. Not get out and run, but he might have hit somebody. There's a lot of pedestrian traffic over there. It's very hectic. Anybody that's been to any airport knows that. So the
non-lethal
officer
rounds,
made that decision.
taser,
and pitted him before he made his way into the actual LAX terminals, and that was, to me, was a good move. Now you have a lot of folks that are getting caught up in traffic, and they're having a difficult time making their flights. But as far as injuries go, well, it stands right now, nobody's been injured. No officers, no pedestrians, and not even that suspect. I can tell you if that suspect just rolls over backwards and falls off of here, lands in that airbag, he will be fine. But it's that whole thing, what he's doing with his sweatshirt and the gesturing and all that. That's
they're pretty close. They're getting closer and closer.
What law enforcement has to deal with right now.
I think he took it off. Oh, they're coming up with a plan. Wants to. I know you got to pan away, but I'm sure they're working on a delay. I know, right? The zooming thing is kind of annoying me. There's plane spotting channel at LAX right now. He's right across with some sick HD. Oh, shit. Oh, you know what? When I was in Cali, I remember that when I went to the airport in Los Angeles, there was all these people like they sit along the side of the airport. It was the In-N-Out. First time I think I had In-N-Out, and people go right there to the airport. They eat and stuff like that, like right on the side, and just watch the planes and stuff. So I guess it must be right by there. Do you even look at the chats? I do, but there's 3,700 people in there. So I'll randomly read messages, but it's impossible for me to read every single message that passes through. I'm actually one of the people that, I don't know, compared to a lot of YouTubers, I'm actually really engaged with the chat. Not even just people that donate. A lot of people that don't. I'm just reading the chat when I can. But I can't catch everything.
Had any water while he was making his way up here. We were over it for about 45 minutes. It's clearly he was driving a long time before that. But right now, more of a standoff type of situation here at LAX. Might not.
There's people that are like snobby as hell. If you don't send nothing, I'm not even reading your shit. And there's even some people that are like, it's only a certain amount. You have to send a certain amount for them to even read or acknowledge it. Peasants, you're not good enough.
Things. Right now, though, fire department's here. Airbags are deployed. Suspects on that ledge. California Highway Patrol officers talking to him.
Thank you, Sunflower.
Trying to get him to just give up.
Sofa, do we think he's high, mentally unwell, or both? I'm thinking maybe both. I don't know. Yeah, if I miss it, trust me, it's not on purpose. That's why sometimes people, they'll tag me. Well, sometimes they'll tag me in the chat, because when you tag me in the chat, it shows up highlighted. You know, like how Ziggy did it. Let me show you real quick. Like this. It shows up highlighted. So that sticks out
Just
more.
got a little bit of internet, and the first thing I get is a text from my assignment desk.
Oh, no.
Thank you, guys. We're hearing that he's possibly armed with a knife.
Oh.
So that's what we've been keeping up with. Oh, we're live on YouTube, so I'm finding that out. I still can't.
There's some guy, it could Mel.
I
Trimming.
still can't follow you guys because I don't have any internet. I would love to follow along with you guys and see what you're asking me to do or not do, or what your opinions are on how this is being shot. But right now we're hearing that possibly has a knife. I'm not so sure about that. I don't think those officers would be that close. It does look like he has something in his hand right there. Maybe it is a knife. Maybe it is a knife.
Oh, shit. So that's
right
it is
now,
serious.
It's just one of these, it's a standoff. And, you know, most of the time is on, you know, the side of law enforcement. If this wasn't at LAX, they'd probably just say, you know, we'll sit here and talk to you for 4 hours, 5 hours.
Yeah, we don't got that time.
Need to work this out and come to your realization that, you know, there is no way out.
People got to go to the flights.
So, right now, it's more of a situation where they just want to get this guy into custody.
Stopping traffic.
The folks that are trying to make their flights.
Yeah.
These
I ain't got time for this bullshit.
That are being inconvenienced. These are the people that are going
to. Shannon says, Nick and Mel, dog would jump. Canine would never be sent after a jumper. My brother is a canine officer. Thanks, Shannon. That's what I was kind of wondering. The chat was like 50-50. Would the dog, if they, I wouldn't make sense to send a canine, but I was kind of curious, you know, like if they did, would the dog instinctually just keep going after the perp? And if the perp went over the bridge, would the jump go over the bridge too? Would he jump over the bridge?
Been posturing for quite some time. Clearly, this person, I would venture to say, not suicidal.
I'd be pissed too.
We watched him drive that car very recklessly, but never made contact.
If I do that poll, I get canceled.
Never hit
Belly.
anything, never did
the clip channel is gonna be like, oh, like it Mel thinks it's fun.
To make it look like he had an intent to end his life. And the fact that he got pitted right there, that he got pitted there. He didn't pick this spot to stop and then basically run over to that ledge. So there's a lot going on in that favor. Right now, though, it's basically a long waiting game out here at LAX. Like I said, I know that we're on YouTube. I wish I could at least follow along, see what your comments are. I know that our digital team has all texted me as well, but it's one of those things. I'll get internet for a second or two because we're at 2,500 feet above.
A taser
LAX,
rifle. That would be gangster.
For the
Is there something like that, Sweet Jesse? Does that exist?
So,
a taser rifle?
That's what's going on. Morris is asking also about, did he tie that sweatshirt around his neck? He tied it to the railing. There's no doubt about that. And also, there you go again.
Yo, it's a real thing?
Not tie it around.
Oh, shit.
So he's threatened to a couple of times, but hasn't done it. So there's a lot here.
Taser shotgun?
Officers are, you know, like I said, we're in a relaxed situation where we
What's a
kind
gun
of
concept?
make decisions that really don't affect anything. But those law enforcement, the guys and gals that are around him down there, their decisions and their actions will affect things. And nobody wants to see anybody get hurt. We don't want to see that suspect hurt. We just want to see him go into custody.
Wow.
And it's a very tense moment, I'm sure, down there on that transition road over Century Boulevard at the LAX area, making your way into the LAX area. But right now, it's more of a standoff than anything else. I'm sure they're talking.
Jojo, South Florida. Hey, thank you.
Skyfox will probably be here for another
Floridian.
That's the pause for where Dylan fills in the blank.
Taser bazooka. Taser sniper.
About another 20 minutes or so before we're going to have to leave for fuel. So
damn, 20 minutes
make
left.
A decision what we're going to do. At any rate, the standoff continues after a pursuit that came up from San Diego. That ended with a pit maneuver at LAX on the overpass that brings you right over Century Boulevard. That would have brought you into LAX for arrivals, or I'm sorry, departures, because we're up on the upper level.
All right, let me see if I missed anybody real quick. One person Amy Sinclair, thank you so much for the super chat. My father-in-law was a canine officer. He said the dog will not jump off since they have the airbag out. Will not jump off. So if they sent you're saying if they sent the canine, somebody said it would jump off. They wouldn't send a canine, but let's say if they did, would the dog go after the person that's falling off the bridge? Or if the dog starts biting onto the person and the person flings himself off the bridge? Yeah. Okay, airline videos. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
All right, guys and gals, if you guys are still with us, and I hope you are. Sorry it's not as exciting as one might have hoped, but I'm going to do some camera magic. You're going to see an outside camera just for a few moments, and I'm going to do some camera magic, but we will be right back. Just trust me on that. We will be right back. No, we're not. No, we're not. I'm just, I want to see something that I don't want to put on the air.
Oh,
No, it's not.
I'll switch it back once he's just doing this right now. He doesn't want people to see. Oh, he switched back now. So people were telling me the airline. What is the airline? There's some people LAX live feed. Oh, plane spotting. Let's see. Oh, I see what you're saying. I want to get it. So this is good because I can pull up a backup feed for us in the meantime for when Stu has to leave. Dog Shannon, thank you for the super chat. Shannon says dog would jump. They would not send a dog after a jumper. My brother's a canine officer. Okay. Maybe those are the negotiators right there. Oh, okay. I have one feed. Okay, good. Thank you for that. Whoever said that in the chat. I'm going to stick with Sky 5 right now, or whatever it's called. Los Angeles Sky, Fox 5, whatever. But I do have a backup feed. We have 2 backup feeds in case. Hopefully this other channel wouldn't cause a problem. Oh, it says cannot be used without permission from airline videos. They don't want us using their stuff.
Dave, if you're still listening, I just got to let you know that we probably have probably in the 20-minute mark of fuel on station. And I'm not sure if we're going to wait for somebody to relieve us or what the plan is, but we're about at the 20-minute mark.
Do they have other backup choppers, Fox? They should have a whole nother team ready, so when they start running out of fuel, they just switch it out. Send somebody else. Oh, maybe his family. What's up, Glare? How you doing, man? The Glare. That's not a bad idea either. If they could get his family out there and maybe get them to, like, I don't know, talk him out of it.
I would venture to say this is LAX administration.
Ooh, looks like the big people.
Or maybe they are social workers. I don't know.
That channel, Victor, it says in their comment area, don't use their videos without permission.
Yeah, she's wearing a suit for sure.
So I could tell it'd be a problem. But they're switching their feed, honestly. They're switching back and forth. Cool. There's other people streaming though. Let's see. Venice.
I mean, I'm not a psychologist, but bright yellow suit, I don't think that's a negotiator.
That's the big wigs.
I don't think that's like a calming attire. You know what I mean?
Some sort of administrator.
Yeah.
Maybe with LAX. You're messing with the money.
Yellow.
You're messing with the money, so they got to get the administrators out, the CEOs or something.
This bullshit going on. I don't got time for this shit. You're costing me money.
Well,
End this shit already. We don't have time for this.
No, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know. Cutting into our finances. Big Bird, right? Maryland's a Big Bird. That's the problem when you start messing with the money. That's the real person making the decision right there. Pit mama. Social workers. Nah. Oh, really? The dentist was watching me? Debbie, did he give you nitrous oxide? Did he give you laughing gas? A lot of those places don't really do that anymore. Next time I go, I want to go to a place that does that. So I can just chill out. Oh, they even got a stretcher out in case. All right, I need to find a backup in case. We have ABC, but I don't know how much time ABC has either. Let me see. I want a secondary backup, like a third backup. Yeah, second backup. I want a backup for the backup. So I can be prepared and not be caught with my pants down. We got ABC. Let's see.
Ganell was asking me just a few moments ago if my data's now. No, I have no. It's like what'll happen is occasionally we'll get a little bit of signal, and like right now I've got 5G, but nothing is loading, and this happens a lot when we're up at altitude, and especially you know, this high up. So and that's probably part of the problem.
A lot of fam is on Ice Cold Audit channel. Can we get permission then? Let me see if I can ask them over there. Can we send like a super chat or something?
Me too, and gave me a link to our YouTube channel, but even there, I can't. It's like I'll dip. It will dip in enough, and then I'll get the text. Like everything will reload, but it's not enough to.
Let me find that channel.
Load YouTube.
I kind of want to have another backup in case shit goes left. And then we can promote them too. But not. I'm gonna ask this guy to see. I don't know. Worst they could say is no.
See the white copies moving in little by little. Little by little, they're all getting closer and closer. There was only one, then there was two, now there's four.
You are offline. Explore offline downloads.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
If he says no, I understand. Maybe he just wants the viewers and stuff, but If he says yes, we'll plug
Gonna hit that
links
like button.
and do all that stuff.
Thank you for tuning in. And if I don't start you out, I apologize. I can't see the screen once again. But I appreciate you guys for coming in and showing your support.
Okay, your door, right? Yeah.
But later on, I'll go over it. I feel like there's something that's going on my shorts.
Oh, they're getting.
El Segundo PD's here as well.
Sorry.
Oh shit.
I'll go over it later and
What's up? What's up?
you know, shout you out on my next live or whatever, or you know, put you in my next video or something.
Simon Tess.
Pete, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
We'll see.
I don't think he's looking at the chat.
Or it looked like that guy, like that one, but he looks like a fireman. But he has handcuffs though.
Oh.
Now, they are here. They
Oh.
are here. That's the reason why I was calling you. What do you want
Oh.
to do? Because if we're gonna swap, we'd like to give him our spot.
Yeah, give it to whoever has a camera, please.
Sure. All right, cool. Cool. Thank you.
Airline videos in the description, guys. It says don't use their videos without permission.
The other way, just
Here we go,
rushing.
yeah.
I'm like right there, one could have rushed him. Seeing him since he's already leaning over, just rush him. Right there, see, there you go, like that. Rush him now.
What if I send him a super chat after I get his
Oh, you give
attention?
him some water. Well, at least are nice to do that, but I bet you it's warm.
Yeah, he's not checking chat. Okay.
You can't be and choose, you know. I guess.
Somebody said push him.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, he's
They're
putting that
getting
thing around his
closer
head
and
again.
closer each minute.
Oh lord, because they got closer. But is that thing even tied around his neck, or he's just like, it's not even around his? Oh, I mean, I know they don't want him to fall. Oh, he's drinking water. I don't know, man. I mean, they got to make sure if they do this, that they don't screw up. That they grab it. I mean, you really got to get a grip on this guy, like tight, yoke that motherfucker when he right.
Oh gosh.
He's doing this tying around his head thing again too. He's got to have issues, man. You got to have some sort of.
Right now, guys. It's probably gonna go down right now. Give it a second. It looks like this fire guy, firefighter. I don't know. But see, he has might be undercover. Yeah, because the undercovers wear different uniforms, right? They wear their own clothes. Anyway, whatever he is, I don't know. I can't. If he has a beige pants, well, actually both of them do, and the one in back, the white cop, he's wearing a full uniform.
Damn, bro.
Anyways, I don't know what the front was. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
They're talking to him. I don't know. Let's go.
See, someone from down here should just hit him with the rubber bullet on his ass, on his butt cheek at least. It doesn't have to be his back or his fucking head. At least get him on his, on his legs or his butt or something.
I don't know. They're pretty close to him, man. But I mean, I guess somebody said maybe it's a legal reason. They don't want to get in trouble, but like they're so close to him, and even if he falls off, he's just gonna hit that thing, right?
Man, this dude better be happy that we're all getting this footage right now because it's getting tiring standing here. I'm just an old man.
That's another live stream. I was trying to get permission, but he's not checking the chat, so might still send people there after this ends. Because I think the Sky one's gonna have to leave soon. Oh, is he getting off? This one guy's like really so close. Oh man.
We've been off for how long? An hour and what? I can't really see.
Grime T, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Ziggy, thank you. Show your support. Share Aiken Mel's live police chase. Subscribe and hit like. Don't forget all notifications. Yeah.
I bet you they're telling you, you know what, if you could get closer to him, just get him. Just rush his ass.
They're so close. But all this guy has to do is just chuck himself back, I guess. Shawnee, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the super
That
chat.
guy's trying to jump off the ledge.
Oh, are they leaving?
Wait, I was supposed to say they were filming a movie, huh? God
And
damn
that
it.
concludes
He has to leave.
our coverage. Huh?
I could imagine being in a chopper and having to fly away from that. Like, no! Come on, man!
My throat. I need water. I don't know if we're still up. If we are. That's beautiful Century City right there. Those are the Hollywood Hills. Making our way through Beverly Hills into West Hollywood. Sunset Strip over there. They're kind of in the middle, right in the center of the screen.
Okay, let's see. I actually got another. We got another backup, I think.
That would be Wilshire Boulevard right there.
White guy.
Oh, no, not that one, no.
That takes you all the way. No, that's not downtown.
No.
But, there it is. Beautiful downtown. There it is.
Shelley, thank you for the super chat. It says fire truck lining up the ladder to catch him. Shawnee, love you guys. Love you too. Hope you're doing well.
Right there. For folks
He's
that
gonna
are
give him
not
a hot
in
water.
California, let's look at some ocean. Everybody loves some ocean. I don't know if we're still live.
Oh, stream. The bot is in here.
He's gonna
Nice.
go down right now. Watch. You can tell that he's already getting frustrated. Like, fuck, I want to fucking get out of this sun. I gotta get this motherfucker off of the damn ledge, so we could go and continue eating our fucking donuts. Right? You could tell.
That's the command.
Oh, they got him. Bam. You guys saw that, right?
They got him.
Good, because I did it. Fuck, I just fucking looked away for that fucking
They got him.
split second.
Wow.
There you go, guys. They got his ass. just as I fucking looked away and I looked into the fucking man. But you guys saw it, right? You guys saw that shit? Alright. And there you go. They got the suspect unarmed and safe.
Yes. Yes.
And he's caught and
They
he's
did?
to jail.
Are you kidding me?
And then get checked for mental
They grabbed
whatever.
him. Oh well.
You heard Stu?
You know what? That's just a mop up. We got the good stuff.
Yeah,
We got the
here.
chase.
Yo, that literally after he left, this shit happens.
Alright. Now let's see.
I'm gonna put this guy's channel in there. It's Ice Cold Audits. If you want to send him some love, I think he probably would have let us use it. He just wasn't checking chat. So I'll put the channel in there. Or that's the video. Let me put his channel in there if you ever want to check him out.
And I'm getting all the texts.
Ice Cold Audit. He left. I can mute that now. Yo, I would have been pissed. I would have been. Oh, they stopped. Yo, I mean, thank God at least it's a positive. At least nobody's dead. Nobody got hurt. I don't have to delete the stream. What a chase and a standoff and a guy on the ledge. Stu probably didn't even know he was on air. Let me put in the Discord stuff real quick too. If you guys want to join Discord, we have the public server, which I just reopened. It's a really nice community. If you're just joining in there, just give it a little bit of time to warm up. We have
Moving forward.
almost 2,600 people in there.
Sky Fox TOC on news. Can we knock it down?
That guy looked happy too, right? The guy, he almost like skipping away. If you want to join Discord, it's cool. There's rules in there, you know. So if you're coming in with weird drama shit, we're just banning. We're not even doing like whatever. We're just kicking people out. We honestly don't have to do that often though. It's rare that we do that, but we're not gonna let one person just interrupt or destroy an entire community. We're just gonna kick you out. If you're only interested in notifications, you don't want to be a part of the chat. Maybe you've been traumatized by past Discord experiences. If you just want my notifications when I go live or when I post something, I put the link for the notifications only server. Notifications only server. And that's for people if they just want notifications. There's a lot of people too that told me they don't know how to use Discord. It's confusing. They don't know how to navigate. So if you just want notifications, boom. That's just the notifications only server. I was going to try to do this texting service because I heard of some other people. It's ridiculously expensive. The one service that I saw, the starter package is $200 a month plus 2 cents per text. I'm like, hell no. This is ridiculous. Make no damn sense. Throwing money out and it just wouldn't make any sense. Not now. Maybe in the future. I don't know. Oh, look. What's that? How did they even do that? What's going on here? Did they switch? What are we looking at? Yeah, no, it's just it don't make any sense. I already have Discord and we've been building that up for I think 2 years now. I think. So we don't need to why pay money somewhere else when we already have something that actually already costs money? Because and I appreciate the people on Discord that help out with the nitro boost. I'm nitro boosting and a couple other people are nitro boosting. So Yeah, why pay for something else? We already have something established. Discord landing page. Another thing too that we got is this Discord landing page, which is new. Let me see if it's activated now. Community. Oh, it's still not working. That's weird. I don't know how long it takes for that to work. They gave me a landing page last night. And I activated it, but it's not working yet. Thank you, Kitty, for the super chat. Appreciate that. I wonder if did they send out another chopper? How did they get this feed over there? Because Stu left. And this says live. Do they have backup choppers, but they don't have personality, so they don't let them talk, and they just send them out there to record? I should clip that Stu reaction, too. That was really funny. Sweet Bias says going to the hospital. I'm sure he's 5150. Probably, yeah. I would be pissed if I was one of those people out there in traffic stuck. Oof. Melissa Hart said Discord takes a while. I'm gonna try to she says she's still trying to get used to it. I'm gonna try to find and I'm gonna talk with some people to try to simplify Discord as much as I can. Because we have the public chat, we have the police chases area, and then we have all these cases area for the different cases that we cover. So I'd like to simplify it if possible. And the notifications only thing is something new that I'm trying, which I really like the idea because there's some people that are just not into Discord like that. So if you just want notifications, you can download the app, have it on your phone. You don't have to worry about a billion things popping up. And all you get is when I go live or post videos. If that's all you want it for, you can just have it for that. Is that him being taken away? Heard there's a live chase in Irvine now? No, no me diga. Let me see. Okay. Suspect caught. I don't see anything yet. Unless it's one of the channels that I'm missing. One of the pages that I'm not following. Damn, I was even wondering what we were going to do today. I'm thinking, I haven't figured out. And then it just literally falls into my lap. Like, what the heck? Another chase? I don't see another chase yet. Let me see. Pup scan. Pup scan say anything? Pup scan. No, nothing. High speed chase. No. I think that's it. Where? You guys are saying another chase is on. I don't see another chase. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to scan the areas. No. It's the Discord name is Ikid Mel. So if you don't, you can use the link. It's discord.gg/Ikid Mel. You could use that link, or you could just go on Discord and search Ikid Mel because we're also a public server on Discord. So you can just search us on there as well. Let me see. There's always a chase somewhere. What are you talking about? This is LA. Yeah, you can I don't know if he has, is he still on or he left? Ice Cold Audits? Oh, he got off. I'll put his channel again. I was gonna say we could forward everybody over there just to say hi, but he got offline. But Ice Cold Audit, that's his channel. Yeah, I'm glad that we could have fun and it was safe. You know, the people that really suffered are the people stuck in traffic or waiting to get on the airplane or whatever it is, you know. Shelly said, I wonder if the cops are allowed just to jump for fun. I wonder what that's like. What that feels like. Scrabble said there was a dog that jumped off a bridge in the old unsolved mysteries, and they said it didn't make sense. Oh shit. Stu. Damn. I guess that was good, man. I can't shit. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I guess we're good. I guess I should do what I was gonna do today. Clean. Yeah, that table girl missing in Princeton turned up. No, the Princeton girl was found deceased. Let me see. I was actually thinking about covering that story. Oh, body was found. Oh shoot. I was actually thinking of covering that story. I didn't know. Oh wow, it just happened like. Let's take a look real quick. Let me use the other browser. All these ads.
Search crews set up near the Shea Rowing Center this morning, putting boats in Carnegie Lake. It's part of the search for Princeton University undergraduate student Ms. Unite. She's been missing since Friday morning, and campus officials say law enforcement presence will be increased as the search continues with boats, drones, and helicopters. Ms. Roch is 20 years old, 5'4", and about 130 pounds, with brown eyes and black hair. She was last seen around 3 a.m. Friday in the area of Scully Hall on campus. She previously lived in the Cleveland area and spoke with the news station there in 2020 about heading to Princeton after completing a college prep and mentoring course.
Taking classes at a college level in the summer really helped me feel comfortable knowing that I could handle the course load.
Students at Princeton were notified about the missing student and the search via email. No classes are being held this week because of fall break.
I believe she went missing right at the beginning of fall break, which is a time when there's still lots of students, I think, on campus.
A lot of people are just still confused and don't want to jump to conclusions just yet about the students' whereabouts, but it's definitely a tough time on campus for a lot of people.
Doctor, how dire is the situation? How overwhelmed is your hospital?
We are seeing a very high volume of patients and very high acuity. A surprising number of...
I don't know what's going on. Princeton student Miss Roch was found dead on campus Thursday, nearly 1 week after she went missing. The 20-year-old's body was found around 11 p.m. outside the facility's ground behind the tennis court by a facility's employee. There was no obvious signs of injury, and her death does not appear suspicious. What the hell happened? An autopsy will be conducted. The university said in a statement, the Department of Public Safety has been working closely with the local, state, and law enforcement, does not believe there is any related threat to campus or the surrounding area. Ms. Roch's death is an unthinkable tragedy. Our hearts go out to her family. She was last seen around 3 a.m. Friday near Scully Hall on school's New Jersey campus, according to the university. One of her suitemates saw her at home at about 3 a.m. Friday when her direct roommate came home around 4:30 a.m. Yuanti wasn't there. Her brother, Universe Yuanti, told ABC News. On Saturday, Miss Roch was supposed to have an interview about 45 minutes away from campus regarding her U.S. citizenship application, and the family was concerned when she didn't show up, her brother said. By Sunday, text messages weren't getting delivered, and her phone went straight to voicemail. Her phone's last ping was at 3:30 a.m. Sunday near an off-campus housing complex. It's about a 30-minute walk from her dorm, according to the Universe Yuanti. That's his name? Oh, Universe Yuanti. The last time her phone pinged to her cell tower was at 6 a.m. Sunday. Law enforcement swarmed the campus searching for her using helicopters and drones. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy tweeted earlier Thursday that he was in touch with officials who were doing everything they can to find her. Later on Thursday, the governor tweeted, "We are heartbroken by the tragic news that missing Princeton University student Miss Roch, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, was found dead this afternoon. Our hearts go out to her and her family." Odd. I don't know. If it remains that there's no, after they do the autopsy and stuff like that, if there's no foul play and they just leave it like that, then I don't really see a reason to cover. LA Now. ABC channel? What? Nah. You guys still kidding. You're not playing. You can't be serious. That was, from what I see on the channel, it's just what we just did. Let me just check the news. ABC 7. Okay, let's see. You guys are kidding me? You're not kidding me. ABC 7. All right, now ABC 7, there's no chase.
24 hours a day. Check out our new streaming channel. We hope you have a great day. We'll see you for more Eyewitness News at 3 o'clock.
That's ABC 7.
Red Riding Hood loved visiting Grandma's house.
I don't see anything on ABC 7 Live. This was the old chase. I don't know if they're just recapping. And on their Facebook, there's nothing there either. This is the old video. That's the guy we just saw. It's a nice little recap, though. You guys trolling me.
Odd behavior. Here we go. Okay, he turned right, and so now he might be on Imperial Highway. And we'll see if they have a chance to pit him or if this person is going to just try to... the weaving in and out may be in an attempt to not give them an opportunity, but I don't know if the person is in complete control of his faculties. So there may be no intent to what he's doing, maybe just driving. So it looks like we're on Hughes Way, westbound Imperial at Sepulveda, which is, see, this is the odd behavior of just joyriding to an extent. See if he starts trying to do donuts. Now speeding away a little bit, and you may think that this person is doing that just to get CHP to back off a little bit, but see what's going on in the driver's side again. So now he's putting on a hoodie. So that might have been what was hanging from...
Yeah, thank you for the Insta. What you sent me on Insta is the same chase. We just watched it already. It's over. Thank you. Let me see if there's anybody else. I think that's it. Yeah, that link you sent me is what we just watched. By the way, Insta, it's private right now. I want to make it public, but like my daughter's all over my Instagram, and because of all of the weirdo people online that target random kids that have nothing to do with anything, I privated it. I think what I'm going to do with my Instagram is I'm going to archive all my daughter's things and then repost them on a personal Insta. So once I do all that, then I'll make it public again, and just so it's easier to communicate with people. But until I fix the photos and I repost them on a personal page, I have to leave it private for now. But you can request to message me, but I'm just not accepting any of these weirdo people online. What caused him to run? They try to stop him. What's her name? Fresh just sent me the information. They tried to stop him. He didn't want to stop. And he was driving in the wrong direction. He was driving into oncoming traffic at the time. And that's how the pursuit began. They were trying to stop him.
Either a hanger on the side, the passenger door, or on the rear view mirror. But he clearly is aware of CHP behind him, because you've seen him stick his head out of the window several times to taunt them. He seemed to have a knife in his hand at one point and was holding that out the window. But now you're starting to pull into more traffic. Some people maybe leaving the airport. You're going to see some of that.
You guys heard about this shit? Let me show you something real quick. You guys heard about, because I was scrolling on Instagram the other day and this popped up. A Massachusetts woman unleashed a swarm of bees in an attempt to stop sheriff deputies from enforcing an eviction notice. Next level shit. The other lady that was being evicted, that Chicago woman that was being evicted, she kills her landlord and dismembers the landlord. And they still haven't found that lady's torso. Her hands, her head, and feet were found, but her torso's missing. And then I saw this the other day, completely different story. Scrolling down, and let me share this with you.
Skyrocketing loan payments and rising rents have some residents buzzing.
The bees came out unleashed and swarming, angry, and they started stinging everybody there.
In western Massachusetts, one woman unleashed a swarm of bees, trying to stop sheriff's deputies from enforcing an eviction notice. Hundreds of bees, described as aggressive, began stinging deputies. One had to go to the emergency room. Investigators say the woman arrested does not appear to know the man being evicted, but is known to travel from outside the area to protest these cases.
Oh, she's a protester. Eviction protester. I didn't know they had that. Eviction protesters.
It's not protesting. That is not.
It's peacefully protesting. They're going, these people, it's mostly peaceful.
Demonstrating. That is breaking the law.
Officials say there's a dispute over ownership of the home in regards to a bankruptcy case. It comes as homeowners and tenants across the country face growing pressure in this post-pandemic economy, with interest rates on loans rising along with rents. Nationally, rents are up 20% from early 2020.
Right, it's crazy right now.
Eviction moratoriums put in place during the pandemic have long since expired, and federal aid programs are winding down. Eviction filings in 11 major cities are up significantly. In some areas, more than
Yeah, rent is freaking ridiculous. I can't imagine Cali. I know Cali's really expensive. Florida, it's high, and so are houses right now. My friend sent me because I've been saving for a while to get a house, and I've been building up my credit, which I had to rebuild because of a past relationship, doing stupid stuff. So I'm in the 700s now, but I still need the history, like a longer history. I'm thinking like a six more months maybe, at the most a year, and I'll be really, really good. But really like 6 months. But my friend sent me an article today, which I can't even read because it's behind a paywall. But I saw it's by Bloomberg. It says, unless rents rise, housing is set up for epic crash. And she's been telling me to wait before even looking, because she believes that there's going to be a crash, and then you'll be able to get houses cheap and stuff. Unless rents rise, housing is set up for epic crash. But I really got to talk to people that know about that stuff, real estate and all that. But I'm taking my time and I'm waiting, because this rent shit is for the birds. You might as well get a house. I mean, the amount people are paying, you might as well be paying a mortgage and own something, It's behind a paywall. Oh, Toronto's expensive too? I got a really cheap place right now. It's small, but I got it through a friend. So I live well under my means. So it's easy for me to save. I don't have to stress out. If I have a bad month on YouTube, Facebook, because I'm on Facebook as well, I don't stress out. Well within my means, with a goal, just saving. Hoax says you're going to pay $250K for a house worth $120K now. Damn. That's what they're telling me. They say right now is not a good time to buy. It's not a good time to buy. And the rent is even it's horrible too right now. I think this is behind a paywall too. I can actually read this. I sent this to my mother, but she couldn't read it. It was on my phone. It pops up behind a paywall, but I guess I can see it here. I'm not going to read all this shit. I'm just going to ask somebody that knows about this. I'm going to even get into all this shit. And I know a couple of people that do real estate, but One bedrooms are $2K. Holy crap! Oh yeah, New York's expensive too. Eviction protesters. Is that a thing, yo? Do they stream that? I mean, I do feel for people though, because it really is like expensive, man. If you don't have like a, I don't know. January 2023, housing will rise 7.8% more. So is it better to tie yourself in now or later or wait or what? I want a tiny home on wheels. My car. I purchased like a couple of years, 2-3 years ago. I purchased a car, full, just used car, Honda Accord. I think it was like $6,000. I used part of my tax income and whatever else. It was one of the best decisions I ever made because I was always, before that, buying a new car or at least one time. And it's like a waste of money. I mean, I guess if you buy a car, if you maintain it, I guess it's not bad. But I just bought a good used car. I think it had like 60,000 miles, in the upper 60,000 Honda Accord. No monthly payments, cheap insurance. Bro, you just save money. Naomi Parr says, oh, that's what I'm buying, a tiny home. California, 1 bedroom, 2,600. I believe it. I've even heard there's studios that price. Just a studio, like in the depending where you live, in the 2000s. It's going to crash. Scarlett says it's going to crash. Wait, save your money, and bam, throwing huge chunk down when the market crashes. Yeah, that's what I'm being told. I think I'm gonna try to hold out and just save in the meantime and keep building the credit. Be a little patient. Yeah, and money on gas money too. Save on gas. All you got to do is just maintain the car. I wish I would have known that in my earlier years. I would have saved so much money. I would have had a lot more money saved had I known that back then. But I was just, I just want to get a new car. I just want to have a new car. Rent is literally triple the price of a mortgage. Yeah. How the fuck are you expected to live or expected to save? Yeah. Jazz says 2,000 plus a studio. It's crazy. What the hell? Hoax said I lucked out and got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $750. Hell, how the hell did you pull that off? Amazing. Hold on to that. Or you could probably sell it for a lot more. I don't know if you ever do decide to make a nice profit. Maybe you have to play at the, well, you'd have to do it before the crash. I don't know. Homeless going to be everywhere, yeah. Vodka. Now the grass is half cut. Oh, you missed a lot, Chives. You're going to have to rewind. I'm about to get out of here, but I was just kind of chatting with you guys for a little bit. Our house, we paid $250K. We have people trying to pay us $500K to sell. I want to move to the country, but hubby wants to stay. I'd like a nice, quieter area. Get away from the crowd of people. Oh, I know somebody that had their Cadillac converter stolen. Drinking Kool-Aid says, be careful with the Cadillac converters being stolen out of Hondas, Mel. Unless that's just here in California. The person that I know, yeah. They had theirs stolen. My house payment is $385, rural area. When you first join Discord, just make sure you go verify. Yet when you join Discord, you're gonna only see one thing. It's called verify. when you get into the verified area, you have to hit thumbs up. I think either here or one of these things, you have to hit thumbs up, and it's going to let you, just so we know you're a real person, not a bot, you know? So you come in, you hit the thumbs up or whatever, and then all the other, it's going to automatically put you in public, and then you're going to have access to all the chats and stuff. So we're almost at 2,600. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to get out of here, man. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate it. I'm going to do some cleaning and stuff. Hang out with the baby for a little bit. I might do an update tonight. I don't know. We'll see what comes out. On Quentin, we'll see whatever updates come out. No school tomorrow for the babies. I have some stuff coming up this week, like Monday. So I'm probably not going to be on Monday. I got some stuff I'm going to be doing. And so, I don't know, maybe Tuesday or definitely by Wednesday I should be back. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Love you. Peace. Toronto, Scrabble. Thank you, man. Shout outs from here from Toronto. Hang out for the day. Yeah, man. Thank you. You guys be safe. Too much crazy-ish going on out there. Too much crazy-ish. I remember this morning when I was going, I dropped off my daughter to school, and when I was leaving, I was getting ready to make a left turn, but then this lady out of nowhere, which she has the right of way, but she kind of like, I didn't know she was going to make a turn. I thought she was going straight, but she kind of turned onto me. And so it's kind of like I rolled my eyes. And as she was driving by me, it was tinted, but I could still see in. And it was this lady with dreads, and she had like this nasty look in her face, like staring at me, like not even looking at the road where she's driving. She just, I was like, damn, nasty lady. And then she just drove by, and then she slowed down, like as if she was gonna wait for me to, like, if I was gonna come reverse and come after her or something. She slowed down and stopped in the middle of the road and just like waited there. I don't know what she was doing. Crazy ass people. All right, man. Good night. Peace. Love you guys. Bloop, 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 bloop. Road rage. Looking serious, man. She looked kind of strong too. Her facial features are all like, I don't know. It's like, damn. I just kept it rolling. I don't want to mess with her. Thanks for the wind blows. I'm gonna do some conditioner. I did this. I put Dawn in my hair, being stupid, Blue Dawn, to help a friend out. But I kind of, it's all right. I just got to put some more moisturizer in there or something. It just feels kind of dry. That would have been good. So you kind of say you should have thrown a kiss at her. Everybody's crazy, man. I could see the crazy in her eyes. That's why I just kept it rolling. I was like, okay, well. You just got out of jail or something, driving that car, drop off the kids and shit. On parole or some shit. Organic coconut oil. I actually have some of that. I could probably do that.